Hey everyone, welcome back from break. Oh, goodness. And greeting once again. Pallia would like to say a few words. All right. The idea now. Let's expand some more. What is expansion truly? Let's look at that. Is expansion into the unknown what you are seeking? But of course. But truly expansion is shedding. Because what you are doing is taking your solid foundation of your repetition, your life, your perceived reality in repetition over and over and over, and stretching, expanding that foundation that perpetuates your reality. You're like Stretch Armstrong, pulling it until that foundation starts to bleed and dissipates into nothing, which is everything. Look over in the corner and see your foundation, your 3D social idea of what is. You are now looking at it from over here. That's what I was perpetuating. This is what I want to do. But you just cannot let go of that because it is you. What you want to do is expand it till it becomes dissipated, thin, so to speak, into nothing. Into the isness of all. So, let's look at this now, keeps that solid? Logic. Remember, when you, as humans, were first incarnated, the very first time, Cro-Magnon, and then we moved it along, and then we had some DNA help, little splice and dice. Then we had a challenge to split the minds, your left brain, right brain. And the right brain was wonderful, glorious. But the left brain became very, repetition in memory. Remembering good things and fearing bad things. Growing stronger over the millennia. Growing larger. Soon to dominate your right brain. Logic, the left brain, is your perpetuating reality in this current incarnation as a collective in vibration. In other words, most of you are relying on logic, the foundation which you are expanding to allow it to become part of all. Logic is not a bad thing. Do not look at it like that. It helps you equate. It helps you idealize new foundations to expand upon. Okay, now, when you have an idea of logic, and it feels good, wonderful, but realize in the moments of expansion, even at a higher vibrational state, the logic mind has a very interesting way of doing things. It becomes the idea of ascension in and of itself. The logic mind does not want to die. But it is perpetuating the idea, listen now, of security for you all. Your logic mind is your self-preservation security. It wants to keep you safe. How? On what has worked. But now you are paying more attention to the intuitive, your expansion self, the ascension idea. So most of you in the beginning fight the logical, MF it to no end, get mad at it, live and thrive in the feelings of despair, overcome them and move on. But now the logical mind is doing something else. And we want to bring this into your awareness for once again. There is no stability in ascension. There is only expansion, period. Think about it. Okay, so the logical mind is now on board, quote, listen to me, on board with the ascension. However, it is still logical. It will find ways to equate to make you feel good. And as Ocyphius talked about earlier, satisfied. Easy comprehension of an idea. Because now it is deceiving its own self. Saying I'm doing a good job because I'm equating this new reality in expansion of ascension. So it must be okay, giving you that idea, you the personality, and you're accepting it. That in and of itself, if you look at it, is another form of limitation. The feeling you must pay attention to, focus in on, so to speak, is it, let's say, once again, okay, mediocre, satisfactory, status quo. Remember, fourth density is love, light, light, love. High vibration, joy, ecstasy. Full body orgasm if you choose. That's what you're looking for. Not forcing it to come. But your impatience for answers causes the logical mind in self-protection to give you a satisfactory answer so you can rest. So you can be at ease because you can handle it. You don't have to handle it at any moment. What you can do, if you choose, is let it come to you in the epiphany state of vibration. That one equal to only love, joy, ecstasy, once again. You can let that come in its natural timing. Because once again, you are working in the field of time. And we've all been taught, I need to show myself I am ascending. So, what the logical mind, once again, has done, has formulated itself in the idea of ascension, packaged it very nicely, and presented it to you as an idea of I am ascending. But the telltale clue to that is the vibrational state of all of your thoughts in the moment that you're accepting, which is okay to accept whatever, that is your ascension. That's not the point. The point is the awareness of that state of a satisfactory answer, revelation, idea, new form of action. Any form of action taking place with the impatient attitude of satisfactory finding an answer, a conclusion, if you will, is limiting. You want to understand that, let's say, ascension is endless, always expanding, taking that logical mind and pulling it apart. Not physically, not in mental, having a battle with your logical mind. No. What it is staying with the ascension idea and paying close attention, awareness, in the moment of your vibratory state of all of your understandings in moment to moment to moment to moment. All of your thoughts. How does this feel? If you are looking for an answer, say, wow, I'm impatient. Be impatient. Love impatience as all that is. and let it go. Because you were taught to have conclusions, an ending, a summary, to present your work to the collective as something. It is difficult in time because you were taught all the aspects of time. Goals. What time is it? I'll meet you at this time. So many perspectives of time. So your logical mind says, I need to find an answer. I cannot just let it go. Because if I don't have an answer according to my learned patience idea of when things are supposed to happen, acting in the field of thought, then if I fail at that, well, you know the rest. Now you're playing in the field of failure, success, fighting, and conflicted in your own mind. There is no conflict. There is no separation. There is only one of you, which is all of you, which is all of us, which is one. That in and of itself is a paradox. Blend, be, relax, become all. Be nothing, be everything at the same time. Truly the same now. The logical mind is in a circle of self-deception. Realize that. Are you equating this right now in your logical mind, coming up with friction? Welcome to the Ascension idea. If it is harmoniously blending in as is, in other words, in the moment, as it is, and it gives you only ecstasy, joy, that is the rapidity of Ascension. Think about it. But don't look at the friction as a negative aspect. That is you engaged in the emotion of conflict. Look at the conflict. Look at the friction. Look at the despair in you with all that is in your reality. And look at that with, once again, eyes of rejoicement. Be happy with that. For that is exposing, once again, the idea of Ascension. And leave time out of it. Wow, now I have to deal with this. No, you don't. You don't deal with it, you just be, and it goes away. Because you are accepting all that is moment to moment to moment. If you find another inside you that you do not prefer, wow, how much longer do I have to deal with this? There it is. Time. Expectation. Time is huge in your life. But time is an ally once again. Use time to your advantage. And we will give you an idea of this. More and more of you out there will be skipping time. Having fun with it. Let's say, let me tune in. Amy Bacon said last night, she is an energy leader. You're arriving late, but you are early. The perception is, I'm late, but when you get there, you're actually early. Make sense? You're going to play with time. Because time is very personal in that idea. We will do more and more as the collective in showing the magic, letting you build upon a new trust, a foundation of the magic in and of itself. So look for time to become very, very slippery now. Time is an ally. But when you equate time to a defining must be, have to, That's limited. You set your appointments. Do you really need to be there at that time? You perceive in this now that you have to be there at that time, conditioning your reality. Or you could take the approach, yeah, that's an idea. Let's see if that happens. Because where you're supposed to be in the moment is where you're supposed to be. And if it's not the appointment, don't fret. You didn't miss anything. It's about the ascension, not your obligations to the 3D paradigm. It's not. If you find yourself magically at that appointment, ta-da, that's where you're supposed to be. Are you worried? What are you missing? I need to. Okay, listen. You all are eternal beings. Focusing in on a perspective of a personality in 3D. You all are eternal beings, having billions of nows right now. Do you really think missing an idea of an obligation is really that important? It might be important, but you will be there if it is important. You're looking yourself down here. Look at yourself up here. I am all of this. I will be where I need to be for my highest joy in that moment, and I trust my reality. Throw away your appointment books. Let go of reminders. Be in the moment. Fly by the seat of your pants, and watch the magic unfold. Once again. You are creating a particle of light that you are expressing as the third density. It's okay. You can let go of obligation. You can let go of I need to. That's the new perpetuating trust we wish you to experience. For in that lies immense magic and joy. Revelation that vibrates at a state of joy, ecstasy, unconditional love. You are epic, and my eternal thanks for giving birth to the Sasani civilization. I shall return you to Ocyphius. And greetings once again. That is the impartation that we have for today. There is nothing further unless, of course, any of you have any particular questions you would like clarification, ideology, choose what you will upon. Yes, sir.
So basically we should just have patience with the whole process.
Yes.
Okay.
Patience, yes. Patience is a tough one for a lot of people. Let me give you an idea. All of your ideas out there of success is based upon, part of it rather, is the sooner the better. Isn't that true?
Yeah.
Okay, the sooner the better, you become impatient because it hasn't happened, because they're expecting. Does that make sense? Are you all following?
Well, yeah, because then every time you check, then you're still seeing evidence of lack, so.
Bingo.
Yeah.
And then that leads to, damn it,
Yeah.
judgment.
Yeah.
Yes, if you can be the isness of the moment, there is no time. Difficult, I understand. Practicum, become. Do that. See that. Over and over and over again. Let's see where I get to go today.
And no judgment.
Oh, no. Very good. No judgment. Just be. You are an eternal being. Trust that. This is only one particle, once again, of information you're now experiencing. That's it. Out of the billions that you are actually experiencing. Trust that. Let go of, nope, this is all I am. See the expansion into, let's say, forever. Any other questions out there?
Isn't the logical mind hiccup or circular argument, or whatever the circularness of the logic was we were talking about earlier,
Yes.
isn't there we get in the circular thing to rest, correct?
Say that again?
We get into the circularness of it to give ourselves the idea
Yes,
that
of rest.
we can
Yes.
rest, or that it's not a continual process. And so, cautionary of the circularness, patience and non-judgment is also rest?
Say that again. Cautiousness of.
Patience and
Yes.
cautiousness and non-judgment
Is rest too.
is rest too.
Yes, yes.
But it's also expansion.
Oh, yes. Because that's a state of peace. Make sense?
So the state of peace, yeah, okay.
The state of non-resistance.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. And listen, you're allowed to have distractions. If you can't figure something out and you want to give up on it, let it go. It's okay. Pop on the Xbox and disappear for a while. It's okay. Why? Because we gave ourselves those ideas. A lot more in there too, but that's yet to come. It's okay to distract. It's okay. Not escape. There's a difference. You know the difference. Escape comes from fear. Distraction says, oh, let me rest. But in the circular mind, the 3D logical self-deception self idea, you will understand that the vibratory state of satisfaction, that's the difference. You follow?
Yeah.
Yes. And then you can go to, I'll let it go for now and be peaceful. Let me go do this. Whatever it is, gardening, whatever you're cleaning, escape is in that way of distraction, not escape as in drinking alcohol, rampaging away. So that distraction, whatever it is, that finds you in a moment of peace. Knitting, going for long drives, whatever. Because there's always expansion in the moment. And the more peaceful, serene you are, more comes in. Because you're not conflicting with it. You're allowing it. Make sense?
Yes.
Any other questions?